Sorry. Hi. You don't want to be a photographer? I'm probably going to get tired of the camera at one point. I wonder if it's like make it That's better.
No, I'm standing up right now. Seeing what they do.
Oh, here. Yeah.
Should meet on the back.
I was looking to see if it's kind of open around
Focus there. We're going on oyster.
Y'all didn't even turn around.
Oh, sorry. I know.
That's nice.
Over by the back.
Okay, now what? Did we go the right way? I guess so.
Oh, it just goes up and down.
Go.
Sometimes they give directions and I don't listen.
I don't know what it is. So she said,
I think I remember.
here? Like right here?
They really don't want you to get.
Lion, and then I got my turn on the field.
Well, did you have fun? Did you have fun?
Mom wouldn't let me sit.
You
Which way is the tram?
The tram will be down this way, just on the other side of the line. You'll see the line.
Thank you. It's like, how would I know not to go up there? I think
small bars, other
unknown and then like
you were
grab the water
For those that you still get in small bars.
That's where all the animals are.
2020. Seated whenever the vehicle is in motion. If you have a medical emergency, please let yellow strips to get my attention in the event of a medical emergency. If you're in this first car with me and you need some help, just wave at me or shout at me, bang on my window. I'm right here. I can hear you guys. Look over on the right. Do you spot the fellow as a cucumber, you might say? She's under the trees. She can run 70 miles per hour, which is about the same speed that we drive when we're on the freeway. Does anyone know how she can run so fast? Well, cheetahs have the most flexible spine, so when they're running, their hips almost touch their shoulders. That's how much force they get from every step. Over on the left, there's a couple southern white rhinoceros and a whole tower of giraffes. And then those pointy-eared guys are the fringe-eared oryx. And there's some Cape buffaloes up on the hill as well. But look at the size of this habitat. We're going to tour around almost 200 acres of gigantic sprawling habitats in the next 25 minutes. So on the right, flamboyance of flamingos. So quick, count the flamingos. It's a lot. It's a lot of flamingos. So these are your African greater flamingos. They're not as pink as what you might expect. Not true. Zebras are as unique as your fingerprints. Every zebra has a unique and individual set of stripes. So now we're in the habitat, so exciting. On the right, there's a bunch of birds. There's a Ruppel's. Vultures kind of never get enough love. Every time a vulture has a meal, everybody benefits by eating the dead animals before they can decay and turn into greenhouse gases and piles of harmful bacteria. Every vulture meal benefits the whole community. Gazelles, look at their brown and white lines on their face. That is their threat. Females have horns. And then over on the left, visible. The way that works is lions and leopards and hyenas, they all hunt at night. They all have excellent nighttime vision. However, they cannot tell the difference between green and red. It has to do with the cones and the rods in your eyeballs. The cones see colors, the rods see kind of shapes or black and white patterns. And so the line around 18 feet off the ground. Now my favorite, so usually we drive, talk, but today they're all in the same coastal sage scrub habitat that you see all around us and more. There's more of it. It's one of the most don't look like the girls, or the females don't look like the males. So the girls are kind of tan with orange spots. And boy giraffes are kind of brown with black spots. So we just talked about why orange is a favorite color of all these animals. It makes you invisible. But why then does the boy have black spots? So black is the color that stands out the most. Animals, the antelopes and the giraffes, they're just like cows. They have the full chambered stomachs, they're eating grass for an hour, and then they're digesting it for the rest of the day. So when you see them sitting around like they are, another group of zebras. So these are mountain zebras. Brand new. We never had mountain zebras at the safari park and California chaparral habitat. The water. They are adapted for extremely dry grasslands. How can they go their whole life without a drink of water, right? The coastal sage scrub habitat that you see all around us and more. There's more of it. It's one of the most.
I think we have. Not to mention I left this.
And the special type of behavior that they use while hunting together is actually called stacking. So hares and hawks will perch on each other's backs to get a better view. And working together gives them the option and the capability to actually go for larger prey. One hare's hawk can be a little overpound, sometimes a little over, but when they work together, they can hunt something as large as a 4-pound rabbit. Without drinking water, because they actually get a lot of their water content from the food that they eat. They might look for the flowers or leaves of creosote bushes or for prickly pear. You can see he's using his muscles right now to try to get out of that burrow. And that's exactly what they do when it's really, really hot. Once they get nice and warm, they might retreat back to their burrow, and that's actually where they will brumate during the colder season as well. Because believe it or not, it does get pretty cold in the desert. And that's something that we can definitely... And you've probably heard them behind the scenes as well. Macaws are incredibly loud birds. That's how they communicate with each other in the Amazon. Since they do fly around looking for food, but they definitely want to communicate with their flock members as well. So they're very, very loud. And you can see Manu is using her beak to crack open food without a problem whatsoever. They have a built-in nut cracker, and they can crack open something as tough as a Brazil nut. Is anyone like that for a nice summer treat? Probably right now, right? It actually doesn't look too bad. So I'm actually going to place this down here for Borrego because his eyesight is so good. It is designed to look for that green color in the desert or bright yellow, because what color is the desert? Brown, right? It's like the same color as the salmon I'm standing on. But desert tortoises and other desert reptiles need that greenery, they need that yellow color. So
I'm gonna challenge him to a boxing.
Turn around.